Hello,
What's
brother.
up, man?
How you
How you
doing?
doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good, good, good. I feel good, man. Good to be here.
Happy to have you, man. Uh, it's great to have you. Just before we start, could you just give yourself like a short little introduction as to who you are for people who may be watching this, might not know you.
Yeah, my name is JAWANY Scott, professional MMA fighter, fighting out of Cage Warriors, with a record of 5-1 now. Just fought about 2, 3 days ago. Got the decision victory, so quite pleased with that. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, how's everything? How's it feel after another victory?
Yeah, yeah, no, it feels
Good, yeah.
good. It feels good. Obviously knowing that it was a tough fought fight,
Yeah.
and knowing that he was gonna be tough and he was gonna be there throughout. So to walk away with the victory, I was quite pleased. Not that pleased with the performance. I feel like I could have been better. I know I'm better, but it's just a matter of looking back and then going back into my training and trying to correct the errors that I made.
Yeah, and how
Yeah.
often are you training when you're not in camp?
To be honest, I'm always training when I'm not in camp, That's
Hmm.
one thing about me. Sometimes I even need to take my time and try and take some time away sometimes, but I find it quite difficult. So I'm always doing something, whether it's strength work or whether it's more jiu-jitsu or some form of grappling, wrestling or boxing or kickboxing. I'm always doing some form of training.
Yeah.
I try to lower the intensity if I don't have a fight, but sometimes when you get in, you want to train as hard as you can. So I just need to try and find that balance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but yeah, always training throughout, regardless. To be honest, yeah.
what's the main things that go into training for a fight? Like,
So one of the main things is you want to make sure you're physically fit. So you want to make sure like you could go all the rounds in your gym that you're going, and obviously you want to be able to be on top of your boxing, be on top of your jiu-jitsu, and obviously it also depends on the kind of opponent it is, because sometimes you're going to tailor your camp more towards that the
yeah,
opponent, but yeah. So for me personally, I never really tailor it for a specific person. I just like to do everything. So I like to cover like all bases, and I feel quite comfortable wherever the fight goes. So for me, boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, a lot of road work, so running on the treadmill, sprints, strength work. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, man.
yeah. And when did you start training in MMA or just
Uh,
martial arts
so
in general?
Well, martial arts in general, started boxing when I was like 10, but then I stopped that and was doing all other sports. But I'd say properly started probably like 14, 15, about 15. About 15, that's when I started like jiu-jitsu. It was jiu-jitsu first I started in terms of the MMA. And then my jiu-jitsu coach, obviously, he was an MMA fighter as well. So he introduced me to MMA and told me, look, okay, start doing Muay Thai and then start doing a bit of wrestling. And then he helped me put it all together. And then from then, yeah, started competing.
Awesome. I'm 15 currently now. I'm trying to, start something up.
Yeah.
I'm unable to let's like go to a gym right now. But what would you
Why?
uh both financial and with like family and stuff like that. This because
Okay.
I'm yeah, stuff like that. But what's like your main advice to someone like me, just who has to train at home for now? Like, what should I be
Well,
doing?
yeah, obviously we've got the social media now, we've got the internet, you know what I mean? There's so
Mhm.
many courses you could even find online and so many like tutorial videos. Even my one of my training partners, Nathaniel Wood, don't know if you know him, he's in the UFC.
Heard of him? Yeah,
Yeah, he's in the
I know.
UFC. He actually runs like an online business tailored to people who can't even get to gyms and tailored to people who can't really afford it because it can be quite expensive. And I think he charges like no more than £10. And he's
Oh, that's
showing you how
awesome.
to box. He's showing you how to box. He's showing you how to kickbox. He's showing you like all these special moves. So it's something you should definitely look into.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it
Obviously,
out.
yeah, check it out. He's got his business page. I think it's called the Prospect Apparel or
Mhm.
something like that. Or if you just type in Nathaniel Wood on Instagram, you'll
Yeah,
definitely be able to find it. So there's all different like avenues if you can't like get to a gym.
yeah,
Just search online, honestly, because you could find something for you. You know what I mean? And I understand that gyms are quite expensive, man. They're not cheap. So I get it. I get it.
yeah. And now, like, you're making it. You're starting to get bigger and bigger with every fight. What is like your main goals, let's say, for the next, let's say, year or so?
The ultimate goal,
Mm,
obviously, is UFC. That's where I want to be, and
yeah,
that's where I feel like I have the skills to be. you know what I mean, be able to compete at that level. But I'd say for the next year, it's just to literally keep fighting, winning my fights, and I want that Cage Warriors belt. That's what
Yeah,
I really want. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just a matter of staying in the gym, staying focused, taking whatever. I'm not afraid to take whatever opponent that they offer as well. You know what I mean? I'm someone I want to test myself, so I've got that competitive edge where if you think you're better than me, I want to test that. Prove it to
yeah,
me, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
you gotta have that because you gotta believe in yourself and you gotta believe in your abilities as well. So the fact that I do, I'm like game to fight anyone and game to test my abilities on anyone as well. But yeah, within the next year, have probably one or two more fights or whenever they're ready to give me a shot at the belt. But the belt is what I
yeah,
want. I want that gold belt.
yeah. And I definitely think that you can achieve that 100%.
Yeah, thank you,
I see
man.
that
Thank
happening,
you.
man. Yeah, yeah. But for you, when you were starting out in MMA, were there any like influences or people who you looked up to, and who were they?
uh, initially, no, because when I started MMA, I did not even know what MMA was, bro. I
Yeah,
swear to you. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Can you see me?
yeah, I can see.
Sorry, it cut out a bit. Yeah, yeah. So initially when I started, I didn't even know what MMA was. I'm not gonna lie to you, but one thing I knew was I could fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I knew I could fight, so I was like, yeah, regardless, I don't care. But obviously, as I started to immerse myself more in the sport, started paying attention to people like Anderson Silva,
hmm.
obviously, Dominic Cruz,
Dominic Cruz. Yeah,
uh, Uriah Faber, obviously my coach Brad Pickett as well. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I just try to pay attention to like all the legends that kind of before me, and also the new people even now. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah,
And now with you being in Cage Warriors and training and you're fighting there. Oh, let me just read the script.
go on.
What is the main what's it called? Like if you were able to go back maybe anytime, give yourself a piece of advice, what would it be? And if not, why not? Would you not give yourself advice? You think everything's going well?
If I was to, yeah, yeah. So if I was to go back, let's say like from when I first started like my amateur career and whatnot, I would say to kind of enjoy it a bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because for me, obviously, I fought a lot of good people in my amateur career, but at the same time, it was quite at the time it was quite nerve-wracking. You know what I mean? I didn't really
yeah,
understand what was going on and whatnot. So I don't really feel like I fully enjoyed it, if that kind of makes sense. However,
yeah,
now that I'm professional, I absorb everything. I take it all in. I engage with the crowd. You know what I mean? I talk to people. I take photos with people. So now I'm really like taking it all in and
yeah.
appreciating where I'm at. You get me?
Yeah, 100%. You know, like now when you're in Cage Warriors, you this is like almost the starting ground for a lot of people when they make it to the UFC, especially like
Yeah.
in Europe and UK. What is something that you would do that like would separate you from the rest so that when UFC comes looking for someone new from Cage Warriors, they'll be like, oh, this guy stands out from the rest, you know? Something like that.
I feel I feel like as well as my ability and as well as like my aura and the vibe that I bring in the cage and kind of outside, I feel like that's
Yeah,
what it is. Because obviously when I'm fighting now at in London in the Indigo, my crowd is going crazy, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So I kind of am building like a good kind of support base and fan base and a good kind of following, you know what I mean? And as well as my style, I feel like I'm quite exciting. I feel like I'm engaging with the fans and
yeah,
whatnot as well. And I give the people a fight, you know what I mean? So
100%.
yeah, I don't shy away.
Yeah, man. And outside of the ring and outside of the cage, what are some of your like just things that you enjoy doing when when you're not training, you're not fighting? What is it something you like to do?
That's even hard to say, bro, because I am always training. But
Yeah,
outside of that, okay, I think outside of that, do you like anime?
I watched a
Do you
couple
watch
ones.
anime?
Yeah, I watched a
Yeah,
couple ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I'm into it's a bit nerdy, but I'm into anime and I like gymnastics and things like that. But to be honest, it's anything that's physical. Like
Hmm.
obviously, I do Olympic weightlifting as well. I do a bit of gymnastics. So like tumbling, backflips, front
Yeah,
flips, all those kind of things. Rock climbing. You know what I mean? It's like anything that's sports based. I
yeah,
enjoy doing it.
yeah. I've
Yeah,
been rock climbing.
and
It's amazing.
it's tough as well. It's not easy and surprising. I enjoy cooking as well. You get me?
Cooking.
I'm a top chef.
Yeah.
I am a top chef.
What's
I'm a,
your specialty dish?
Bro, I'm Jamaican, innit? So I could
Yeah.
cook. I like cooking like stew chicken. You get me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You ever had any Jamaican food?
I'll be real. I've never had
Nah.
Jamaican food in my life.
No,
No.
oh my
No.
days, bro. You're missing out, man. I'm telling you, you're missing out. You come to my fight one time, I introduce you to some Jamaican food. I'm telling
You
you.
know what? I'm down, bro. I'm down.
For real.
Yeah. What animes you watch?
Um, so right now I'm watching Demon Slayer. Demon
Yeah.
Slayer is Demon Slayer is cold. Obviously I watched Attack on Titan. I don't know if you know that one.
Yeah, I've seen
Uh,
a couple episodes
that's
from
good. And another top one is Jujutsu Kaisen. That's quite
it. Yeah,
new as
my
well.
cousins are telling me to get on that. Before
Yeah,
they
yeah,
went
yeah.
on
I think
they went on that anime
your
before.
cousins know.
Yeah.
Your cousins know
Yeah.
that is a top tier anime right now, man. I'm telling you, if
I
you
have
don't
the
go watch it,
Crunchyroll app, the anime app, but
okay,
I've never used it before. I feel like
bro.
once I cannot commit myself to a show because I don't know, I just get too distracted and then yeah,
Do it,
I obsess
man.
with it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Another one that's good. I don't know if they've mentioned it to you, but if they know about Jujutsu Kaisen, they'll know about one called Hunter x Hunter. It's kind of an
I've
old
heard of
one,
that one as well, yeah.
but it's sick. It's sick. It's sick. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
give it a try, bro. Give it a try,
I
man.
definitely
You
will
know what I
after
mean? As
this,
well. You
100%.
know, and the thing is, anime obviously it's a lot of martial art. It's martial arts based as well. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, um, and so it's got that relation to it. That's another reason why I like it so much. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Anime
I'll
is
definitely
cold.
give it a look now, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Now like out of you fought six professional fights now. What would you say is
Yeah.
your most memorable fight? And what was like the moments that has just like stood out from the rest?
To be honest, I would say, this last fight definitely memorable because this is definitely memorable because as well as Joe being tough, he's someone he's quite confident in his abilities, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
he voiced those confidence, which I actually admire and I respect that as well. But as well as that, his fans as well crazy.
yeah.
His fans were messaging me. They were like, "He's coming for you. He's gonna kill you. He's gonna rip." Yeah, honestly, they were like, "He's gonna rip your head off. You're just another scalp." I'm getting
Yeah.
all these messages. I'm
And how
telling
do you
you.
deal with that?
Even the day of the fight, I think they sent a video. They sent a video. They did a video and was like, "JAWANY, we're coming." They added me on my Instagram. We're coming for you and whatnot. Oh, I was just laughing. I was laughing, and obviously when me and Joe faced off and whatnot, like he got proper intense and like
Yeah,
came close and whatnot. But it is what it is. I kind of embrace it all, you know what I mean, and I enjoy all of that. So, and I know
yeah,
that's part of it as well. But you kind of have to be like mentally strong to not make those things kind of affect you once you go into the cage, because you'd be surprised how many people it actually does take an effect on. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But words shouldn't be able to break your mind. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
but that yeah, so that's the memorable one, and obviously the fight itself, because Joe came to fight. I have to respect that,
yeah,
you know what I mean. And another one, probably my first fight, I had to go over to Cyprus and fight a guy. I think he was undefeated at the time there as well. He was quite good. I won that fight. Yeah, yeah. So I say them two fights, first one and this last one. Yeah.
that's mad. They gave you an undefeated fighter on your first fight.
Yeah, I think the guy was like 3-0 or something like that. Yeah, I
Oh,
think he
so
was like
yeah.
3-0. Yeah, 3-0 at
Ah,
the
okay.
time or something
I
like
thought it was
that.
something mad like 12 and or something.
No, no, no. He wouldn't even take the fight. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
someone like 12, they probably wouldn't take it. Nah,
yeah,
but that guy, yeah, he was a Cypriot guy. I think he was Russian, but he was from Cyprus. And he was quite good as well. Yeah,
yeah.
so and it was a good experience to be over there at the time. As most of my fights were up until like these last two fights were always abroad. They weren't in like the UK. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
it's
that's
good to
nice.
yes.
Yeah.
It was quite stressful because you remember you got to cut weight, you got to
Oh yeah.
travel. It's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy doing all those things. But fighting in London now, in my home crowd, my hometown, I prefer it, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. With cutting weight, like, do you feel like fighters could excel if they didn't cut that much weight, like they say 10 pounds max? Like, do you think they would still be able to
Yeah,
compete in that division?
I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, I think so. I think so as well. But with it, because it's it's something that's ingrained in the sport, and it's something that's been done for such a long time.
Mhm.
It's hard to say, you know what I mean? And it's like everyone's doing it, so it's almost like you have to do it. But if you notice one thing, usually later on in people's career, they don't really bother with cutting weight anymore because
Yeah,
it's quite stressful on the body, and it's like why are you gonna put yourself through that, especially if you're kind
yeah.
of getting older. But as young as I am now, it's not that much of a problem to cut weight. So yeah,
You
it's
fight
not
a
too bad.
flyweight, so how much weight are you
Flat.
cutting?
So that's 56.7 kilos championship. But I cut probably about in kilograms, I don't even know it in pounds. In kilograms, I probably cut about probably about 9, 10 kilograms.
Yeah, so that's about like I think it's, the conversion rate is about like double, so it's about like 20 pounds. So it's not that much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, sure.
I mean, it
Say it's
doesn't
not
say
a
on paper that it's not that much, but I
yeah,
feel like
yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. True, true, true. Because there's some people that do like I think they do like 5 kilos in the night before or something like that. So
yeah.
yeah, so it's mad, but yeah, it is what it is.
How do you
Yeah.
like split it up when your weight cutting? Is it like how much do you cut in a day?
So me, yeah, I literally leave my weight cut to like the last minute. So
Hmm.
like literally I started dieting probably like a few weeks out, like a couple weeks out or something like that. Then obviously I just reduce carbs, drink a lot of water, and I'm still training at the same time. So it's hard, it's so difficult. But by the end of it, I'm able to it's a struggle, but I'm able to like get it down and make the weight. Yeah. There's nothing worse than not making weight. It's so embarrassing and it's so
Yeah,
unprofessional. It's so unprofessional. So I never want to be that athlete that doesn't make weight.
yeah, 100%. And with your diet and stuff like that and your nutrition, what is like your average meal looking like? And is it like,
So to be honest, day to day training wise, I do not diet. I just eat
Mhm.
whatever I want. I eat whatever I want. Up until like those last couple of weeks where I need to get the weight down. But if you're looking at my usual diet of what I eat, listen, it's just literally just Jamaican food all
Yeah.
throughout. Yeah, yeah. I don't take any protein shakes or any supplements really and nothing like that. I just literally wake up. I'll probably have some toast, probably have some eggs, some avocados, have some plantain, and then for lunch I'll have something else, and then for dinner I'll probably have like two dinners. So
Hmm.
it'll be like rice, chicken, or it'll be like rice, beef, or something like that. Yeah, so it's
Proper.
quite a bit. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
proper, it's proper.
Yeah. With you having one loss on your career, how do you handle losses? Like, what do you have to
Yeah,
remind yourself of?
yeah. It's tough. I'll be honest. It's lost. Even that one loss, man. It was so tough, bro. I don't. I even went back. I cried, man. It was so sad.
Yeah.
I was telling you, yeah, it's not nice at all because you work so hard. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And sometimes it not that it doesn't pay off, but sometimes you need those losses to teach you a lesson. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
show you
100%.
where you went wrong, show you what you need to improve on. Because sometimes not everything's gonna go your way. Just like in training in life doesn't always go your way, and sometimes you need to go back to the drawing board and be like, okay, I need to improve this, or maybe I don't do this again. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's tough. And one thing with a loss as well, you can't let it define you. It doesn't literally mean you're a bad fighter. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean
Yeah.
that everyone else is better than you. It just means there's something that you need to learn to grow again.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And for you, what's the most like when you fight? What's the most like happy part of when you finish the fight? What's the best thing that you can do when you finish the fight? Like you go home, celebrate with the family, have like a dinner, special dinner out, something like that. Like what do you do when
Yes.
a fight?
So so I'm actually disappointed in myself because the last couple of times I've finished a fight, I've just went because I've just been so tight. But you have to remember,
Yeah,
we trained so long, we cut
you just
so
want to
much
rest.
weight. We just want to rest, man. We
Exactly.
just want to rest. But especially the last fight, I just wanted to rest. I had all my friends came, my family came, but I just wanted to go home and rest. But next time, nah, I'm gonna live it up. I'm gonna yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna be out there. I'm gonna be out there with them, man. I'm
yeah.
gonna do it. But yeah, because you have to remember as well, like after a fight, where a lot of the time people have like small little injuries, you know what I mean? Maybe your
Hmm.
foot's busted up or your shin's busted up or your
Yeah,
elbow's busted, you know what I mean? So a lot of times people do want to rest and I get it. But yeah, for me personally, next time I'm gonna try and enjoy myself a little bit more. Yeah.
awesome. When you get to like the arena where you're gonna fight, how early do you arrive?
So, so the first time I fought on Cage Warriors, I was there early because I was the first fight.
Hmm.
So I was opening I was like opening the
Yeah,
whole show, you know what I mean? And obviously, this last time now, I was one of the last fights. I was on the main
yeah.
card. So I think most other people got there at, I think most other people got there at like one, got to the arena
Hmm.
at like one. I got to the arena at like 6:30
Mm.
because the main card started at 8:30. So you don't want to be there for the whole day just sitting watching everybody else fight. It's quite tiresome. So yeah, literally I was just at home relaxing up until like it came time for me to leave and get there at 6:30. So I got there at 6:30, then I think I was fighting probably like, what was it 9:30, something like that. So about three
Yeah.
and a half hours after, or 3 hours after, something like that. Yeah. So not too early. You don't want to get there too
Hmm.
early. Yeah.
When you get to the arena, do you ever like take a rest before the fight? Is that something that fighters do?
What
Like
do you
taking
mean
a rest?
rest?
Yeah, like a little quick power nap. Then you wake up, and you feel like
Yeah,
energized.
sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes, like the first time I thought, I did that because I got there quite early, and obviously when you get there early as well, another good thing is you could kind of test out the cage. You know what I mean? You
Hmm.
could test the cage out, see how it
Of it.
feels with the
Yeah.
lights. Yeah, yeah, so that's the good thing. The last time I didn't get to do that because I was one of the last fights,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's not a big deal. But yeah,
Hmm. When you're just like in the what's it like the locker room,
yeah.
or you just sitting there, you're like ready to go to war,
What
right?
what is it? Is it just are you talking just before we're about to go out, like they have to call us to go out, or just
Yeah.
when you're just
Yeah.
backstage?
Yeah. Like just before you're about
Just
to go.
before.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, just for about 20, like yeah, like we've built up a sweat, you've done your little warm up, you're just ready to go. Like
Yeah.
me,
You're
last
ready.
time I was just thinking, yeah, I'm ready to go. Like I personally don't really get that. I don't really get nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more
Hmm.
excited. I'm just more like ready to like show everyone what I could do. You know what I mean? I'm more ready to get my hands on him. I want to fight now. Um, but yeah, I just feel ready. I just feel ready, man. I
Yeah.
just feel ready. Especially when you know you're prepared as well as you possibly could. There's no room for doubt. There's no room for anxiousness or too much nervousness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just feel prepared. Yeah.
Yeah. Does Cage Warriors have like their own like special shorts, or is it like you guys wear your own shorts?
No, yeah, we wear our own shorts. Yeah, they don't do that. They don't do
It's
any.
the same
They
in
don't do
Bellator,
any
right?
kit. I think so. Yeah, but
Yeah.
obviously, I think there's certain things you probably can't wear, like certain brandings. Because remember, Cage
Yeah.
Warrior goes on like
Oh
TV
yeah.
and acts. So there's probably certain brandings that you probably can't have on your shorts or your shirts because they do ask beforehand, like just to show them what we're gonna wear and whatnot. You know what I mean, kind of thing. But yeah, because yeah, I think just for television reasons, I think you can't show certain things. But I'm
Yeah.
not too knowledgeable on that. But that's what I think. Yeah,
What brand shorts do you have? Like what
I wear Eric. I actually wear Eric's gear. Yeah,
Mhm.
Eric's. It's quite. It's been around for quite a while. There's a
Yeah.
lot of fighters that wear Eric's. You'd probably definitely see
Mhm.
that brand around. Um, and I wear Valentino shorts, innit? I don't really wear shorts. I don't really like
Yeah,
wearing
no, I
shorts.
have I have my own. I have two pairs of shorts. I have like the Valturas, and then I have like the Dustin Poirier shorts that he wore from Pure
Okay,
2.
okay, yes.
So
Okay, see, those shorts are good as well, but I'm
yeah,
not a fan of shorts. I need the Valentino because
I
I
wear
need to be
both of them.
loose.
Yeah, I feel like the
Yeah.
Valturas are a lot more like you feel more flexible in them almost.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, exactly. That's
yeah,
why I wear them. That's why I wear them. Yeah.
yeah. Because I used to wonder like that can't possibly be comfortable. And I wore them. I'm like, you know what? These are actually nice. Like if I was a fighter, I'd
Yeah, they're
definitely.
good, innit? They're
Yeah.
good. Even in my, I've got a few. So even in like my MMA sparring, yeah, always in my MMA sparring, I always wear them. I
Yeah.
have to like ask all of my Valentudors have to be like in the wash for me not to be able to wear them, and I have to wear shorts. Like
Yeah.
one time, I think my training partner saw me wearing shorts. They were like, "Oh, you look different. You look
Yeah, he's
weird."
like,
'Cause I
what's
never
up?
wear the
What's wrong
shorts.
with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're like just when you walk out, you have to always pick your song. How does that work? Do you like tell them a day before? How many days before you tell them what song you're gonna walk out?
Yeah, so it just depends when. I think this time, I think I told him. I think it was probably about just about a week before. Usually,
Hmm.
I'd have told him like 2 weeks in advance or 2 weeks before or whatnot. But I think this time was just about a week because I remember they sent me an email and I sent it to them. But yeah, obviously I like to represent where I'm from as well, Jamaica.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
I like to walk out to like a Jamaican song because it gets
Yeah.
it gets my crowd going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it gets me going as well. So
Yeah.
yeah,
100%. It's
man.
definitely a lot of
Yeah.
hype behind that. I like
Yeah.
I like myself. I like some Jamaican music. It's nice.
Yeah. Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you know any
Leon
artists
Edwards.
then?
Leon Edwards walkout song. You know that one? Shabba Mada Part.
Oh yeah, you
That's a
do.
banger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's cold.
definitely. I definitely rate that. And do they give you like a specific amount of time that you have to work out, or do you like to?
Not not really, but I'd assume it's probably no longer than the length of the song. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Remember, songs are probably like what 2.5 minutes.
yeah, 3 minutes,
Um,
3 minutes. Yeah.
the distance from the walkout to the cage itself is not that long. So yeah, yeah, you're gonna get there before 2 minutes. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I feel like
Um,
if I was making my workout, I'd want it to be as long as I can, just to really soak
yeah,
up that crowd. You know? Yeah,
sometimes, but that's the thing. Sometimes people do that as well to soak up the crowd, but also it kind of it kind of plays with your opponent. You know what I
yeah, because
mean?
they're like,
If
oh,
you're
hurry
taking
up
your
already,
time.
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
When was your first amateur fight?
I can't even remember when it was, you know.
How old were you
Um,
around?
but I was probably about 17.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was probably about 17. It was actually against Lon Cavan. I think about 17. Yes, Lon Kavanagh, my training partner. Do you know Lon?
Mm.
Well,
Nah.
he was in Cage Warriors. He's fighting on
Yeah.
Dana White contenders now.
Oh, nice.
And we're both like representing the same gym, GB top team. So he's
Yeah.
my training partner right now. So yeah. So I think I was about 17 at the time. Yeah, so it's quite a while ago. Yeah,
British top team is like the number one MMA spot I've seen in like
great.
UK,
A hundred
London at
percent.
least. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I would say it's world class. It's world class. We've got some top athletes there, man,
Yeah.
and we've got so many people that is like they're all so experienced, way more experienced than me. You know what I mean? I'm only as good as I am as well because obviously the people that I'm training with, and those guys are all there that like helping me, sharing knowledge,
Yeah.
sharing the skills. So it's just like a
Any
melting pot of
yeah. Any UFC
God.
guys and stuff like that, big guys or like
Yeah,
because
big. What do you mean? Weight
like
classes?
not like weight class, but like in terms of like popularity
Oh,
or
oh.
name.
So the only UFC there we have Nathaniel Wood
Yeah.
and who's in PFL? What's it called? We have Luke Trainers in PFL, and we
Mhm.
have Simeon. He's in, but they're like light heavyweights. They're in PFL as well. So we have a few people on some good shows, man. And
Yeah.
obviously there we got like Emra, we got Dominic Wooden, we got Wesley Meyer. We've got so many people that are way more experienced than myself. So it's just a pleasure to like be able to train with those guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And if everything plays out, you're gonna be one of those people that, you know,
100%.
yeah, like
100%. That's the
guys
plan.
like
That's the
me,
plan. That's the plan.
I'll be coming to
That's
the
the
gym
plan.
and I'll be like, oh, I'll look up and be like, oh, I want to be as good as Joanny Scott,
Yeah, yeah. That's it. That's it. That's what it's about as well. You want like in the gym, you want healthy competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You wanna look at these guys and be like, okay, these guys are where I want to be. What do I need to do, or what can I take from them to get to where they're at? You know what I mean? Or like ask them questions. Because I could go to anyone in the gym and ask, but as good as you may think I am, I go to anyone in the gym and ask questions. How did you do that? Or how
yeah,
did you catch me with that move? You know what I mean? So, and obviously, as training partners, they're gonna have no problem showing you
yeah.
and like helping you like learn. You know what I'm saying?
You guys do like free like trial lessons in British top team?
Yeah, I think they do. I'm not sure when the next ones. Actually, I think they do. I think like your first session or first week is free or something like that. I'm not
Oh,
too sure,
nice.
but they do offer it. They do offer it. You just gotta go on the website or go on our
Yeah,
Instagram page, and you can literally message someone, and they'll get back to you like
good.
ASAP. But I think they do offer like a free trial. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'd definitely like
Yeah.
to check
So
that out, because
yeah, whereabouts you based?
like Ealing, Greenford, like
Okay, okay,
that part.
yeah. Okay,
Is
yeah, I
it
know
far?
around them.
I'm not
So
sure how far it is from.
yeah, it's a bit of a. It's not that far to
Yeah,
be honest. It's not that far. I don't think it's that far from there. But yeah, you should definitely try to come down one time and see how you find it. See how you find the travel. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Yeah,
yeah. Because I'm not
yeah.
gonna be in London for like the next like, year or something. Because I'm moving to in Canada, innit?
Where?
Canada, so I'm not gonna be in the
Oh,
UK.
you're
Yeah,
moving to Canada.
yeah. I got family there, so I'm moving there.
Okay, for
Yeah,
good or
we'll see. I'm hoping not for good to be honest. Because
okay,
I like the UK, So it's a vibe.
okay. All right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get there because I'm probably leaving in about like a week or two. I think
Okay.
after the next UFC card, so
Yeah.
then I'm going. But I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna
Come down.
try to get some
Yeah.
training done at different gyms and
Yeah.
stuff.
Try come. Yeah, man. Try come down, man. Try come
Yeah,
down. Even just before you come down. just hit me up. Let me know. I'll just try and see if I could be there at that day as well.
Oh,
You know what I
wicked.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
man.
love to
Just
train.
just
Yeah,
drop,
with you.
drop me a message.
Yeah, wicked, man. Sounds good. When you're in the training, when you're in the fight, is there any like special moves or techniques that you like to try out? You know?
Yeah, so
Like,
I like a jumping switch kick. And yeah, I like a really good overhand right. You know what
yeah.
I mean? And obviously, yeah, I like a stiff jab as well. Um,
Hmm.
but to be honest, wherever the fight goes, I'm quite comfortable to take it there as well. You know what I mean? Obviously,
Yeah.
as a fighter, I like to be able to dictate wherever it could go. So I want to be able to take the guy down when I feel like I want to take him down, or strike with him when I want to strike. But obviously it's a fight. It doesn't always go your way. So
Yeah.
I'm more than happy and comfortable wherever the fight goes. I feel quite comfortable on the floor, feel quite comfortable wrestling, striking. Yeah. So to me, it's not a problem at all. Yeah.
Well, that brings me on to my next question. When you're in a fight and you have the game plan and it's not working out, what do you have to do? Like you have to try and adapt.
Yeah,
Or
yeah. So that's a tricky one as well. You have to adapt, man. But even something like that is something you have to experience beforehand, like in the gym sometimes. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So when you're sparring with your sparring partners, sometimes some things are not going to work anymore. So you have to be able to switch it up. Just like in a fight, he might be catching you with something and you didn't expect that. So you think, oh, bro, he's like lighting me up on the feet. I need to take him down, or I need to mix it up, change my levels. Yeah. So it's a chess match for sure. And
Yeah.
yeah, you just gotta be able to play it very well.
Obviously, when you're in a fight, like you're trying your best to block shots, to avoid shots. But for people who have like really good chins, is that something
Yeah.
that is genetic or is it like you can train it? Because I've had something with your neck muscles, it trains like with your, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, no, I get that. Yeah, it's one of them ones.
I'm not
I
sure
think
about
it's
that.
different I think it's different factors, as
Yeah.
well as maybe genetic. Because you have some people who they can withstand, their body could absorb and withstand a lot of damage,
Mm.
and then you have some people who are just so mentally tough. No matter how many times you hit them, they drop, they'll come back up because they're
Mhm.
thinking, "No, I'm not going down." You
Yeah.
could drop them 5 times, but they're still gonna be there, ready to fight. So as well as that, but yeah, I don't think just like you could grow muscle in your neck, you can't grow muscle in your chin. The chin could always
Yeah.
get touched. You know what I mean? So it's different, a number of different factors, I'd say, but more than anything, yeah, you don't want
You
to be
just don't
getting
want to be in that
touched up, man.
situation. Oh,
You don't
yeah.
want to be in that situation. So you gotta move your head. You gotta try and grapple with him if you feel you're rocked or something, man. You don't want to be
Yeah.
in that situation. But sometimes it's part of it and it happens. So you have to be able to
Yeah, man.
just roll with it.
Yeah. Do you feel like MMA is like changing in a sense like a lot of people are evolving and making their own like stances and fighting styles? Like,
Oh, for sure, because it's still fairly like a new sport compared to
yeah,
something like
compared to like
boxing.
other thing. Yeah.
So exactly, so it's still evolving. There's people are still trying new things. There's things that used to work like 10 years ago that will not work now.
Yeah.
Like even look at something like calf kicks are very in now. Even though people are breaking their shins, it's in now. But in the next few years, it might not be in. Like you said, people have different stances because of different styles that they come from. Some people come from boxing style. Some people come from Muay Thai or taekwondo style, or some people are just more grapplers, wrestlers. So
Yeah.
it is always evolving, and that's quite good because, like I said, that just makes it more of a chess match. You're not sure what kind of
Yeah.
person you're gonna get. You might always have to kind of adapt and change your style due to who you're fighting.
Yeah. And have you seen Michael Venom Page? Like his
Yeah,
stunts?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's something I've been
yeah.
trying out. I feel like it's a very effective stance if you know how to do it right. Because it's like
Yeah,
you're
I think
bouncing.
he comes from freestyle. I think they call it freestyle kickboxing or something like taekwondo or
Yeah,
something like
I
that.
think he used
So
to do karate as well.
right, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
stuff, yeah. So it's very like in and out, but you gotta be careful because sometimes even with that, people will time you, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
sometimes even with that, you don't always have like a steady base. So
Yeah.
when you throw your strikes, it might not always land as hard and as heavy as you'd want it to because he's quite always on the move, you know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
always jumping, he's always in and out, side to side, which is good because it creates angles, it confuses your opponent, it frustrates your opponent as well. But you
Yeah.
have some guys who they're just gonna wait for that timing and they're gonna catch you. But yeah, it's a different kind of style.
Is that something you ever try out in a fight or not?
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes I actually do that, but it just depends how the fight's going. You know what I mean? And it's a style that I think like it drains quite a bit of energy as well.
yeah.
So
You
some
definitely need a
styles take
lot
a
of
lot
like
of.
cardio to be able to
Exactly,
keep bouncing. Yeah,
exactly. So, yeah, man. As they say, styles make fights. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
100%.
yeah,
And you saying you're trying to be all around, you're trying to have ground game, wrestling, everything. What would you say
yeah.
is your strongest point if there's like one that you could pick as the strongest?
Ah, I enjoy striking.
Yeah.
I enjoy striking a lot more. But when it comes to MMA, yeah, I love to mix it up, man. I love to mix it
Yeah.
up. Like, yeah, I don't want to just strike you. I'll try and take you down as well. Even if I'm
Hmm.
winning on the striking, I'll try to take you down. Um,
Yeah.
and even sometimes when there's a guy that he's a jiu-jitsu guy, so he's probably better than me
Hmm.
jiu-jitsu wise. I'm still gonna test myself and I'm not gonna be silly, but a lot of the time I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to pass the guard. I'm gonna see what I can do, even though you might be better than me somewhere. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
you might be good
yeah,
at jiu-jitsu, but like I might be better.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah. A couple last things, not
Yeah,
related to anime. What's your favorite restaurants or places to eat in London?
in London.
Yeah.
You know, I, I really like I really like this room. You know this room?
Oh, I've been there. It's very
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. It's
Yeah, I was
very
like, I've
nice.
been there, yeah. This room is that I've only been there once, but I love the food. I love the food.
Yeah, man, it was
Um,
amazing.
yeah. And it's quite pricey, but it's not too
Yeah.
pricey. So yeah, so it's all right. I liked it and I loved it. And another one I would say, the one that's more casual. I love a good Nando's, you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
Nando's
That's what I say.
any
Yeah, I
day of the
say.
week.
Yeah, Nando's any
Oh my
day,
days.
man. I love a little
You
cheeky
know what? I think
Nando's, you
after
know
this
what I mean?
interview, I might go get myself a Nando's. I might order some more. Honestly.
Why not? Why not? And now that obviously I made weight, I thought already I'm eating whatever I want. I might even go
Yeah.
have a Nando's later as well.
And it's not
Yeah.
one of them foods that you feel sick after eating. You're like, oh, why did I?
Nah,
Why?
nah.
It's like you feel good after eating it.
I'm telling you, and you know what it is as well with Nando's. It's like it's always a safe option because a lot of the times
Yeah.
I would probably want to order something and I'm scared to try new things because I don't want to
Yeah.
waste my money. So I was like, you know what? Let me
Yeah.
get Nando's. I know it's gonna be good. I know what Nando's is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, I've done all my questions to be honest. Is there
Yeah.
anything you'd like to say to the fans? Just like a
Nah,
message?
yeah, man. Stay tuned. Add me on Instagram as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm always posting my training and what I'm keeping up to training wise on there as well. Um,
Yeah.
but other than that, yeah, stay tuned for my next announcement for my fight. Probably not yet, but um, probably more towards the end of the year time.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I'll still be in the gym training and whatnot. And yeah, hit me up anytime, man.
Awesome, bro. It
Yeah,
was great having
yeah.
you. Great speaking to you, man. Awesome
No,
person,
it's
bro.
It's a pleasure to be here, man. And like I said, make sure you drop us a message on the
Yeah,
GBTT.
I'm definitely gonna try pull up. Yeah, train with
Yeah,
you guys.
definitely, man. And just drop me a message beforehand as
Yeah.
well. See if I can make it or whatnot. And you're very good at this interview thing as well. So keep it
Thank
going,
you,
man.
brother.
Keep
I'm
it
trying to
going.
start up right now.
Yeah,
It's been
yeah,
difficult because a lot of these fighters, they're busy. I can't be
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't be the guy who be like, oh, why are they not taking my time? So
yeah,
I
yeah.
genuinely appreciate your time.
Nah, it's good. That's good. And stay persistent as well.
Yeah,
Even when they say no, or even when they say like, oh, another time, try and go back that next time and try and get them on if
yeah,
you can. You know what I mean, man? Because
yeah,
you're
man.
quite good and you're a
Thank
likable
you,
person. So
thank you.
keep it up. Yeah, man. But thanks for having me, my bro, man.
It was a
Appreciate it.
pleasure, man.
Yeah. All right, then no worries. I'll see you then.
Take care, bro.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.